Hollywood, the land of dreams, where the spotlight never fades and legends are forever etched in the hearts of fans. But time is the ultimate test. The stars who once captivated the world are now in their 60s, 70s, or even older. How have they changed? Does their beauty, charisma, and star power still shine as brightly? Join us on a mesmerizing journey where the past and present blend seamlessly in stunning cinematic transformations. Hit like, share, and subscribe now. Every video is a ticket back in time, taking you on a nostalgic ride through Hollywood's golden years. Don't miss a single magical moment. Time may change everything, but legends will live on forever.
Well, I think, speaking as an actor, of course it's heavenly to be given lots of money. I think I might be more dubious if I was, producing or writing, for instance, where I think a lot of the really hard work goes on. It would be annoying to see so much of the profits going to just the face.
But if they dangle 15 million...
Hugh Grant, the former heartthrob, and his transformation. After turning 60. When people think of Hugh Grant, they immediately recall the image of a charming, tousle-haired man with a mischievous smile and deep, expressive eyes. Once the poster boy for romantic comedies, he stole millions of hearts in classic films like Notting Hill, Bridget Jones's Diary, and Love Actually. But time spares no one. This once dashing heartthrob has now crossed the age of 60. Has Hugh Grant maintained his signature charisma? Has his star power faded with the years? Let's take a look back at the remarkable evolution of one of Britain's most beloved leading men. Born in 1960, Hugh Grant was once considered the epitome of British charm and elegance. He entered Hollywood with the perfect leading man persona, dashing yet relatable, sophisticated yet playfully awkward. His breakthrough role in Four Weddings and a Funeral, 1994, catapulted him to international fame, making him one of the most sought-after actors of his time. He continued to dominate the big screen with a string of box office hits. Who could forget his portrayal of bookstore owner William Thacker in Notting Hill, gazing longingly at Julia Roberts? Or his unforgettable dance scene as the Prime Minister in Love, actually that left audiences swooning. His effortless charm once made fans believe that time would stand still to preserve his youthful allure. However, Hollywood is not a place where heartthrobs remain forever young. As Grant entered middle age, he had to face an unavoidable truth. He could no longer play the same romantic leads that had once defined his career. But instead of clinging to his old image, Grant chose to reinvent himself completely. He transitioned from the romantic prince to a more complex and layered actor. His role in The Gentleman, 2019, as a scheming, sleazy journalist, shocked audiences with its bold departure from his earlier characters. Likewise, in Paddington 2, 2017, he delighted viewers as a hilariously over-the-top villain. These performances not only showcased Grant's impressive versatility, but also proved that age is no barrier to great acting. But what about his looks? Fans might be surprised to see that today's Hugh Grant no longer sports the signature tousled hair of his youth, and his once boyish features have matured with time. Yet, instead of turning to cosmetic procedures or drastic interventions, Grant has embraced his aging process gracefully. He now appears with silver-streaked hair and visible wrinkles, yet his refined style and effortless sophistication remain intact. No longer the bachelor hopping from one fleeting romance to another, Hugh Grant has settled into a quiet life with his wife and children, steering clear of Hollywood's constant spotlight. He only takes on roles that genuinely excite him, proving that his career choices are now driven by passion rather than obligation. Hugh Grant today may no longer be the dashing young leading man who once set hearts racing, but he possesses a new kind of allure, one of wisdom, depth, and an understated confidence. He doesn't chase youth, nor does he try to be anyone but himself. A talented actor who continues to surprise audiences with every role he takes on. Do you have a favorite Hugh Grant movie that left a lasting impression on you? Share your thoughts in the comments below.
Idea how hard life was. If I was too shy to ask a girl out, there was no OK Twinder. I went to the white pages, Google it, and called her house. And then you had to make small talk with her mom for like 20 minutes before Alicia even came to the phone. And let me tell you, when she turns down your invitation to Sparrows, you can't just swipe away the hurt. You want to know my favorite app? Rubik's Cube. I saw you tweet an article about Russia. You think Russia's a threat now?
Kevin Bacon, The Footloose. Star and his journey to staying relevant at 65 Hollywood is a place where fame can come and go as quickly as the wind. But Kevin Bacon is one of the few stars who has maintained his appeal across multiple decades. Born in 1958, Kevin Bacon made his mark on audiences in the 1980s with the legendary film Footloose, where he portrayed a rebellious yet passionate young man who won the hearts of millions with his love for dance. His chiseled features, tousled hair, and charismatic smile made him one of Hollywood's most iconic heartthrobs of the time. But now, at 65, does Kevin Bacon still have the same allure he once did? Does his presence and charm remain as captivating as before? Unlike many actors from his era, Kevin Bacon never confined himself to the image of an 80s heartthrob. Instead, he constantly reinvented himself through a diverse range of roles, from compelling protagonists to gritty antagonists. After Footloose, he continued to showcase his talent in films such as A Few Good Men, Apollo 13, Mystic River, and Hollow Man. What sets Kevin Bacon apart is his ability to transform for each role. He has never shied away from complex, challenging characters and has often chosen to take on supporting roles that elevate the overall quality of a film. Thanks to this adaptability, even in his 60s, he remains a respected and sought-after actor in Hollywood. But time spares no one, not even a star who once set countless hearts aflutter. At 65, Kevin Bacon is no longer the carefree young man with a full head of wavy hair, but he still exudes rugged charm and charisma. His skin bears the marks of time, and his hair has turned silver, yet his piercing blue eyes and confident demeanor make him stand out wherever he goes. Unlike many celebrities who turn to cosmetic procedures to maintain their youthful looks, Kevin Bacon embraces aging naturally and confidently. This only adds to his appeal. He embodies the essence of a seasoned, sophisticated Hollywood gentleman. Beyond acting, Kevin Bacon is also a talented musician. Alongside his brother, he formed the Bacon Brothers, a band that has been active for years, producing well-received music and cultivating a loyal fan base. Not many actors can successfully balance careers in both film and music like Kevin Bacon. On top of that, his marriage to actress Kyra Sedgwick has been one of Hollywood's most enduring love stories, lasting over 3 decades, a rarity in an industry known for fleeting relationships. The couple frequently shares heartwarming moments on social media, further endearing them to fans. Even though he is no longer in the prime of his youth, Kevin Bacon continues to hold a strong presence in the entertainment industry. He proves that a true star shines not just because of their looks or youth, but through talent, perseverance, and an unwavering passion for their craft. Rather than chasing past glory, he has embraced time, using his experiences to shape a unique and lasting legacy. And that is why, even at 65, Kevin Bacon still has a special place in the hearts of his fans. Which of Kevin Bacon's films do you remember most? Share your thoughts in the comments below.
John Travolta and Jimmy Fallon for the first time.
Oh my gosh.
You think you're dreaming.
It's happening. It's finally happening. The first time I met you, I got to say, first of all, thank you for being here. But the first time I met you, I asked you, I begged you to be part of my Golden Globe opening. I hosted the Golden Globes, and you nicely said yes.
You took good care of me.
You hit a home run, man. You hit a grand.
John Travolta, a Hollywood legend, and his timeless journey. John Travolta, a name that once epitomized Hollywood's charm, a man who captivated the world with his mesmerizing gaze and charismatic presence. From the 1970s to today, he has experienced both the peak of stardom and moments of quiet reflection. But what truly earns him admiration is not just his talent, but his incredible resilience in the face of life's challenges. Now, at 70, how has John Travolta changed? Does he still possess the same magnetic appeal that once won over millions of fans? Mentioning John Travolta means recalling one of Hollywood's brightest stars of the 70s and 80s. His role in Saturday Night Fever, 1977, propelled him to fame as a disco-era icon, dazzling audiences with his electrifying dance moves and undeniable charm. Soon after, Grease, 1978, cemented his image as a free-spirited heartthrob adored by millions. But time spares no one, and John Travolta is no exception. Once known for his voluminous hair and captivating smile, he now presents a different image, sporting a shaved head, a composed demeanor, and a stronger presence. Yet his appeal remains, now defined not by youthful looks, but by confidence and life experience. John Travolta's career has seen its share of highs and lows. After reaching the pinnacle of success in the late 70s, he hit a career slump, only to make a triumphant comeback in 1994 with Quentin Tarantino's Pulp Fiction. His portrayal of Vincent Vega, complete with slicked-back hair and signature dance moves, became another defining moment in his career. From that point on, Travolta continued to explore diverse roles, spanning action, drama, and comedy. Though no longer a box office powerhouse, he remains a revered veteran actor whose every appearance still excites audiences. Beyond the ups and downs of his career, John Travolta's personal life has been marked by profound loss. In 2009, he endured the heartbreaking loss of his son, Jet Travolta, who passed away at 16 due to a seizure. It was an unimaginable pain that changed him forever. But tragedy didn't end there. In 2020, his wife, actress Kelly Preston, lost her battle with breast cancer, leaving a deep void in his life. These losses shaped a different Travolta, no longer the man of extravagant Hollywood parties, but one who embraces a more introspective, family-centered life. There is no denying that age has left its mark on John Travolta's face. The youthful features of his past have given way to a more rugged, seasoned look. However, he has never sought to cling to his youth through plastic surgery or artificial enhancements. Instead, he has chosen to embrace time with confidence and self-acceptance. This approach has only deepened the admiration people have for him, because true allure comes not just from appearance, but from character, style, and wisdom gained through life's journey. Even at 70, John Travolta remains a living legend of Hollywood. He has left an indelible mark not just through his iconic roles, but through his strength and perseverance in the face of life's challenges. The spotlight may not shine as brightly as it once did, but the respect and admiration from his fans remain unchanged. What do you think about John Travolta's transformation over the years? Do you still love his legendary performances? Share your thoughts in the comments.
It should be getting easier, and it only gets more difficult. She's my makeup woman and hairstylist. Good too? You know what I mean? God, he's good looking. I hate him.
Jack Nicholson, a Hollywood legend and his journey through the decades. Jack Nicholson, an icon of madness, charm, and unparalleled talent in global cinema. Not only has he earned the respect of Hollywood, but he has also left an indelible mark on audiences with his deep, sharp, and unmistakable performances. Yet, time spares no one, not even a legend like Nicholson. Now, at over 80 years old, does he still possess the charisma, rebellious spirit, and magnetic appeal that once captivated the world? For decades, Jack Nicholson dominated the big screen with his unique and unforgettable roles. From the unhinged Randall McMurphy in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, 1975, to the terrifying Jack Torrance in The Shining, 1980, and the legendary Joker in Batman, 1989, he continuously reinvented himself, leaving a lasting impression on audiences. His career has been marked by overwhelming success, boasting 12 Academy Award nominations and 3 Oscar wins, an achievement few can match. But today, the man who once shook Hollywood has stepped away from the limelight, choosing a private life away from the entertainment industry's noise and chaos. In terms of appearance, Jack Nicholson no longer sports his signature disheveled hair, enigmatic smile, and piercing gaze. Now, at 86, he is seen with silver-white hair, a slower gait, and a more composed demeanor. Gone are the sharp suits on red carpets and the flamboyant presence at high-profile events. Instead, Nicholson enjoys peaceful days, surrounded by family and close friends. Yet, despite the physical changes, his keen eyes and trademark smirk remain, a testament to the enduring presence of an icon that refuses to fade. However, Nicholson's absence from Hollywood has left many fans longing for his return. His last on-screen appearance was in How Do You Know, 2010, and since then he has completely withdrawn from the industry. Speculation suggests he may be facing health issues, particularly memory loss, which prevents him from memorizing lines and performing. Regardless of the rumors, one undeniable truth remains: Jack Nicholson's cinematic legacy is eternal. His performances continue to inspire generations of actors and filmmakers alike. Jack Nicholson may no longer stand under the spotlight, but his influence remains as strong as ever. Though time has changed his outward appearance, he remains a living Hollywood legend, an irreplaceable talent, and an icon of the silver screen. Do you still remember his greatest films? Share your thoughts on his transformation in the comments.
We should have.
It's a perfect relationship.
Really? Exactly. Yeah,
Couldn't be better. We have no problems.
No fights at all. No. Until now. I know your dad fairly well.
My dad
Gordon
is...
Hunt was my acting teacher when I was in LA for a couple years.
He is still teaching acting. He'll be teaching tomorrow morning.
Was he?
He's the best.
He was the greatest teacher, but
Helen Hunt, a timeless icon, and her journey through the years. Helen Hunt, a once beloved actress known for her natural beauty, elegance, and refined acting skills, has now reached the age of 60. As one of the most recognizable faces of the 1990s, Helen made her mark with successful productions like Mad About You, Twister, and, most notably, As Good as It Gets, a film that earned her a prestigious Oscar. However, as time has passed, has Helen Hunt maintained the charm, charisma, and allure that once captivated audiences? What is her life like now, after gradually stepping away from the Hollywood spotlight? Recent images of Helen have sparked widespread discussion, even controversy, about her transformation over the years. The 1990s were the pinnacle of Helen Hunt's career. She was one of the most talented actresses in Hollywood, possessing both beauty and remarkable skill. Mad About You made her a household name, earning her numerous prestigious awards, including Golden Globes and Emmys. But her success wasn't limited to television. Helen also made waves on the big screen with Twister, 1996, one of the most successful disaster films of its time. However, the height of her career came with her role as Carol in As Good as It Gets, 1997, starring alongside Jack Nicholson. This role made Helen one of the few actresses to win an Emmy, a Golden Globe, and an Oscar within a short span of time. Without relying on controversy or publicity stunts, Helen Hunt became a role model for future generations of actresses, talented, graceful, and fully dedicated to her craft. As the 2000s unfolded, Helen Hunt gradually took a step back from major productions. She transitioned into directing and screenwriting, seeking new creative outlets. However, her absence from mainstream Hollywood left many fans longing for her return. Unlike many of her peers, Helen chose not to rely on plastic surgery to maintain her looks. Yet, her changing appearance has become a topic of heated debate. Recent photos of Helen have surprised fans, as her face shows clear signs of aging and appears noticeably different from her earlier years. Speculation about possible cosmetic procedures has circulated, though Helen herself has never confirmed or denied them. What remains undeniable is that her youthful glow has faded, sparking discussions about the relentless pressure of aging in the entertainment industry. Despite her evolving appearance, Helen Hunt remains a dedicated and highly skilled actress. She continues to work in the industry, albeit more discreetly, no longer the box office sensation or TV queen she once was. Rather than starring in commercial films, she has opted for more artistic and meaningful projects, focusing on directing and writing. Helen has expressed that she is no longer interested in the glitz and glamour of Hollywood, but instead seeks purpose in more substantial work. While this shift may have made her less visible in the public eye, for those who admire Helen Hunt for her talent and authenticity, she remains an irreplaceable icon. Reflecting on Helen Hunt's journey, it's clear that she is one of the rare actresses who has stayed true to herself amid Hollywood's ever-changing landscape. Though she may no longer be at the peak of her career, she remains a highly respected figure and a remarkable performer who has left an indelible mark on audiences worldwide. What are your favorite Helen Hunt roles? Share your thoughts in the comments below. George Clooney, a once glorious icon and his transformation. Over the years, George Clooney, once the heartthrob of millions around the world, a symbol of sophistication and charm, has now entered his 60s. At the peak of his career, Clooney wasn't just one of Hollywood's top stars. He was the epitome of the perfect gentleman, intelligent, witty, handsome, and effortlessly charismatic. But time spares no one, not even the man who was once deemed the world's most attractive. Has George Clooney managed to maintain the same magnetic presence he once had? Or has he inevitably changed with age? Recent images of him have left fans both surprised and delighted to see a more seasoned, mature Clooney, aged but still exuding his own unique appeal. The 1990s marked George Clooney's rise as a Hollywood icon. His role in the television series ER, 1994, catapulted him to stardom, making him one of the most sought-after actors of the time. His ruggedly handsome face, wavy hair, and signature smirk turned Clooney into the ultimate dream man for millions of women across the globe. From his television success, he seamlessly transitioned to the big screen, starring in major films like From Dusk Till Dawn, 1996, Out of Sight, 1998, and most notably, Ocean's 11, 2001, the film that solidified his A-list status in Hollywood. Clooney's appeal wasn't just in his looks. His sharp, sophisticated acting style set him apart, making him an unmistakable presence in the industry. As he moved into middle age, Clooney evolved beyond being just a Hollywood heartthrob. He became one of the industry's most influential figures. He took on a variety of complex roles in critically acclaimed films such as Michael Clayton, 2007, Up in the Air, 2009, and The Descendants, 2011. Beyond acting, he thrived as a director and producer, making his mark with films like Good Night and Good Luck, 2005, and The Ides of March, 2011. But what truly set Clooney apart was his wit, charm, and intellect. He was more than just a movie star. He was a vocal advocate for political and social causes, actively using his platform to raise awareness on global issues. This combination of talent, intelligence, and social consciousness made him one of the most respected men in Hollywood. However, no matter how successful one may be, no one can escape the passage of time. At 62, Clooney is no longer the dashing young man with jet-black hair. His locks have turned silver, deep lines mark his face, and his once chiseled physique has softened. Yet, rather than resorting to cosmetic procedures to preserve his youth, Clooney has embraced aging gracefully. This only enhances his rugged masculinity, making him even more distinguished in the eyes of his admirers. While he may not be the same heartthrob he once was, George Clooney still possesses that signature confidence and charm that set him apart. Looking back at George Clooney's journey, it's clear that age has not diminished his allure. It has simply refined it in a new and captivating way. Though he may no longer dominate the box office as he once did, he remains a living legend in Hollywood, a true gentleman both on and off the screen. What about you? Which of George Clooney's roles do you remember most? Share your thoughts in the comments below.
And it's Delia looking back at you. And so it all helped, and I just loved it. And it's more like playing dress up. It's, you know, when you were a little kid, and that's what you did. You made up these whole characters and these little fantasies. And now I get to make a living doing that, which is a bonus, you know. So.
Was the character written in the novel as a Kim Novak type person?
Yes and no, but Delia is someone who is...
Virginia Madsen, a former beauty icon, and her transformation. Over the years, Virginia Madsen, a name that once captivated generations of audiences, has now entered her 60s. When people think of her, they immediately recall a glamorous blonde beauty, a talented actress with mesmerizing eyes and an irresistible charm. Her dazzling years on screen left an unforgettable mark in the hearts of her fans, from blockbuster films to iconic roles. However, time is an unforgiving test for even the most legendary beauties. Has Virginia Madsen managed to retain her beauty, aura, and grace over the years? Let's take a look at her journey through time. Stepping into Hollywood in the 1980s, Virginia Madsen quickly became a beauty icon of the decade. Her delicate facial features, flowing golden hair, and deep blue eyes made her one of the most stunning actresses of her era. But beyond her breathtaking looks, Madsen also impressed audiences with her refined acting skills. She made a name for herself with a string of hit films, including Dune, 1984, The Hot Spot, 1990, and most notably, Candyman, 1992, a horror classic that kept viewers on the edge of their seats. However, it wasn't until 2004 that Madsen reached the pinnacle of her career with her role in Sideways, which earned her an Academy Award nomination. This wasn't just a recognition of her talent, but also a defining milestone in her career. As she transitioned into middle age, Virginia Madsen never lost her allure. She maintained an elegant demeanor and a mature beauty, even though she was no longer the young starlet she once was. Instead of chasing youth through plastic surgery or artificial enhancements, Madsen chose to age naturally and gracefully. In recent years, she has continued to appear in numerous films such as Red Riding Hood, 2011, Joy, 2015, Her Smell, 2018, and the TV series Swamp Thing, 2019. While she may no longer be at the center of Hollywood's spotlight, she has proven that talent and charm are timeless. That being said, time has undeniably left its mark on Virginia Madsen's face and physique. Wrinkles have emerged, her skin no longer has the youthful glow it once did, and her figure has changed. However, rather than trying to conceal or erase these signs of aging, Madsen embraces them with confidence. She understands that beauty is not just about flawless skin or perfect hair, but also about presence, wisdom, and the way a woman carries herself with age. Whether she's on the red carpet or meeting with fans, Virginia Madsen continues to exude an undeniable charisma, a beauty that now stems from her poise and life experience rather than just her physical appearance. It's clear that Virginia Madsen is a shining example of how age cannot diminish true beauty. While she once captivated audiences with her radiant looks and passionate performances, today she earns admiration for her grace, composure, and resilience after a lifetime in the industry. She is not just a talented actress, but also an inspiration for those learning to embrace aging with confidence. Do you remember any of Virginia Madsen's iconic roles? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for being with us. We truly appreciate your support for our channel. Every view, like, share, and subscription is not only a huge motivation, but also helps us continue bringing high-quality, inspiring content about Hollywood legends. Stay with us on this journey to relive the golden moments of the silver screen, where time rewinds to celebrate timeless beauty and talent. Don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an exciting video. Once again, we send our heartfelt thanks to you, our amazing audience who cherishes and keeps these legendary icons alive. Time may pass, but legends will live on forever in the hearts of fans.